Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. I'm going to give you an update about the Tesla Semi event. We're going to talk about price increases at VW and on the other hand, discounts at Tesla. So let's start in today's video with the Tesla Semi. And we're also going to think about what brand awareness and what people are actually thinking about Tesla in Germany. We're going to discuss that as well. Now, when we look into the Tesla Semi presentation, we just see astonishing colors. I mean, I do really love that, how they look like. This is just branding at its finest. So if you are thinking about as a company to buy a Semi, you can just brand your Tesla. I'm saying already, it is a Tesla Semi here in a very nice way. And of course, there was a lot of speculation about the range. We're going to look into that in a moment. We have now a commercial product. We have soon a pickup truck, midsize EV, and luxury SUV. So Tesla is covering pretty much all segments here. And of course, robotaxi. The open question is, robotaxi and a small EV, I do assume that is going to be in the same way. So let's see how this is going to happen in the next few years, especially when it comes to the robotaxi and the small compact EV. Now, if we look into the range that the Tesla Semi reached, it was actually 500 miles. Many people were doubting that or thought they maybe misunderstood Tesla or in this case Elon Musk, but it was true. And you have in the middle like a spike going very rapidly down. This is because the height was there. So they had to drive uphill. So it makes a lot of sense. But 500 miles, that is just astonishing. And we have seen yesterday the footage. You can also see the full video of the entire trip actually happening on YouTube when you go to Tesla's YouTube channel. So it was not fake. There were no brakes. Of course, the regulatory brakes were done, but not for charging. Now, when we look into innovators and how they are perceived, we can see in Germany that Tesla as a brand is really the innovator here. So that is how Tesla is being branded, and that is how people think about Tesla. They think about a good product, future product, up to date, not in the past, stuck in the past. That is what they think about Tesla. BYD is following right behind Tesla, and then Mercedes, BMW, VW, Audi. And a new one is also there, which is NIO, which most likely will increase its presence over there. Now, if we look into the top innovator, that is what Tesla is perceived with, and then we have fast followers. Now, the important thing about that is if you're an innovator and you stop innovating and trying to make better products, of course, you're not going to hold this position for very long. But it's very clear how Tesla is being branded here, how Tesla is perceived in the public eye in Germany as well. So despite having people that say they don't want to buy a Tesla, most people recognize how good Tesla is. And I think the biggest hurdle to buy a Tesla right now is the price, because we underestimate maybe that the 50K for the lowest priced version, the Tesla Model 3, is way too expensive for many people. So what I do expect is if price reductions come, people will go after this car for like crazy. And especially when Tesla is starting to do a compact EV. Now in the US, on the other hand, we are seeing price reductions here. A total discount of $3,750 if you take the car from inventory. It is already being produced. You see here 50 miles were driven with it, and you can discount that from the $62,000. Again, the question is, will you buy such a car or not? Are you willing to pay the price even with the $3,700 discount? The same is pretty much happening in China. Of course, there might be some slight price increase because they get the subsidies from the government by next year. But again, Tesla has been playing around with the prices over there as well. And just please don't underestimate that Tesla might be playing with prices a lot by next year, especially in 2023. And we have seen that. And on the other hand, other car makers might have the challenge to actually play this game. And we're going to look into the situation with the VW brand. We see here in China, Tesla has informed people that if they want to buy a Tesla right now, they can actually receive it by the end of the year. So we see how Tesla has been going forward now, being able to be a brand to deliver your car as fast as possible. And if the backlog is gone, especially in Europe, which is causing a lot of wait time and frustrations, once that is gone, I do believe that Tesla will be the brand to deliver EVs as in the fastest way compared to anybody out there. And just this fact will create new demand. We have been having a lot of people waiting to buy a Tesla, but they were very cautious because of the wait times. So now just imagine how the competition out there, you have wait times of 12 to 15 months. And once Tesla is actually solving that issue, not having such high wait times on certain models, I mean, what is the competition going to do? We have the ID3, for example, with 38,000 euros now going up to 44,000 euros. And the Renault Megane and the Kia Niro, you might not have that one in the US if you're watching from the US, they are in the same price segment. And many people are saying even with 44,000 euros, that is a very high price and I'm not willing to pay the price anymore. That's what many people say. They say, I'm going to drive my gasoline car until it breaks down and wait if there are new products. And this is just the base variant here. We are just talking about the base variant. So Tesla has a lot of room. If they discount the Model 3 here, standard range in Germany, maybe by next year, once the backlog is gone, I do think VW has a very big problem here, because the price difference between a ID3 and a standard without any kind of extras and then the Model 3, and if that difference is going to get less than 6,000, I think many people will jump on the Tesla Model 3, to be honest with you, even though maybe some certain stuff is already working better in a VW, but nevertheless, I believe that's going to be the case. Now, for the last part, we're going to look into the MSC Immacolata, and this is another carrier for Australia. So if you're watching from Australia, that is good news. It's going to Brisbane. So again, this is going to arrive before the end of the year. So that is very good news. Now for the other carriers, they are still on their way. Hook Shanghai already the last carrier for European market. And we have seen a lot of black Model 3 and Model Y actually in the harbor. But I don't expect that to be for the European market. It could be that Tesla is already starting to breeze to certain cars and is going to continue to export. But I don't believe that is going to be Europe, maybe into other countries. We have seen Thailand being one of the destinations Tesla is going to sell some cars soon as well. So thank you very much for being here today. I really appreciate your time and have a wonderful day.